bit of old LeBron because he'd be looking at it as I only have to win 8 games. If he gets to the Western Conference Finals, that's it. He's looking at it. I got to win 4 games here and then 4 games in the finals. I got 8 games in me. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I think you're gonna. I think
Agreed,
you'll see.
agreed.
If we get there, I'm telling you, I'm not saying we will get there, but if we do, I don't care who it is in front of us. It could be we could play the Clippers, we could play the Warriors, we could play the Bucks in the finals, we could play the Nets, we could play whoever. Pick your team. I really believe if we get to the Western Conference Finals, I think LeBron James, takes us to the promised land. I mean, assuming health and stuff like that. Because I mean, if AD goes down and say Russ goes down and it's like LeBron and a bunch of role guys, then no, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. But if everyone is healthy and it's like, man, the Clippers are a tough matchup. I think the Clippers might beat us. No, give me let's trust LeBron because I just think if he gets there, and even if Davis is hobbled, as long as he plays, even if he's like hobbled, right, and he's just like half of what he can be because he's hurt, he's playing on one leg, whatever, I still think LeBron wins that series, whoever it is, because I think you'll see that like Cleveland Cavaliers LeBron, that dude that's giving you 30 plus a night, basically almost averaging a triple double. I think he'll put the team on his back because, like I said, he'll look at it as like this is 8 games, and I might not be able to get back here. I don't who knows when because he's not stupid, So I really believe if the Lakers get to the Western Conference Finals, I think they win the championship. I really do.
Because he's at 5 right now, right?
No, he's at 4.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because he won 2 in Miami and then 1 with Miami.
Yeah.
So
because honestly, he wants to put it to rest. He wants to put the Kobe and LeBron to rest.
Jordan,
I don't. Yeah, well, yeah, Jordan, LeBron. You can say Jordan, LeBron, because when you get into that whole comparison, it's rough, right? Because they play 2 different positions, and it's like you could debate it, yes, but you almost have to debate the intangibles because one position calls for one role and another position calls for another role. So it's like, it's just different opportunities, different visions on the court. So it's different modern time era. And I'm not saying you can't compare the 2, but it's more so like you almost have to debate the intangibles. That's neither here nor there. But I do agree with you. If we get to the Western Conference Finals, 100%. Yeah. Because LeBron's a player that will do whatever he has to. Like, it does not matter. If he has to go out and drop 50 a night for 8 straight games, he'll go out and drop 50 a night for 8 straight games. So it's like, fully agree with you there.
Yeah. I just think, I think he's going to look at it as like, because it might be. If he gets to the Western Conference Finals, that might be his last chance. It might be his last chance to get back to that position, unless Lakers can, Kyrie comes and they're able to round out a really good team, something like that. I think that it's very possible that that's it. What were you going to say?
Speaking of, really quick, rumor alert. Speaking of joining the Los Angeles Lakers, there has been rumors that we could possibly be getting a Draymond Green.
That ain't gonna happen.
It's a far fetch, but now, so let me. I don't know if you've heard the rumors, but
So Stephen A. Smith said that Draymond should go to the Lakers, sign a 1+1 deal.
100%. I'm here for it. I really am. I'm here for it. He's, but I think it's speculation. That's all it is.
I don't, because here's my problem is, one, I wouldn't mind it. I think it'd be interesting to watch. I don't know how well it would work, but it'd be interesting to watch. But
him with LeBron.
Imagine him, Braun, Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, Dennis Schroeder.
All you would hear on the court is this. Like, all you would hear.
Like, we would lead the league in technicals. Like, we'd get 3 or 4 technicals a game. Easy.
Oh, yeah. And Darvin Ham kind of looks like a hothead.
Yeah, it would be so fun to watch. I would love it. I don't know if we'd be any good. We might be terrible, but I would love to watch that. I would love to see it. It's problem is that, one, they're not going to waive Draymond Green. They're better off just letting him walk at that point. But most likely they would trade him, and there are teams that would trade for him. And look, at some point, and I said this long before the whole tape.
You're pretty much
You
just
know,
trading for the
punching
experience.
Jordan
You're not
Poole.
trading for the stats. I mean,
Yeah, well, you're trading. Yeah, you're trading for what he could provide a young team. Like I think if he leaves the Warriors, he goes to Detroit. I think Detroit makes the most sense. I think Detroit would pay him the money that he wants. He's from Detroit, so he goes back home. And I actually think Detroit would really benefit from Draymond Green. But I just I and I've said this. I said this months ago that I think the Warriors should maybe move off of Draymond, just because I don't think he wants a max contract. He's not worth a max contract. He might be to the Warriors, but I just think Warriors have gotten in a much better position. They got all this young talent, and after the season, they're going to have to make decisions because they got to re-sign Jordan Poole. Andrew Wiggins, do they just let him walk? What do they do with him? And he was their second best player in the playoffs. And so much so people thought he deserved to get MVP or co-MVP because he was that good for them. And you got Draymond Green. And that's not counting all the other young guys that are right behind him, in the next year or two. So they're going to have to make a decision. Jordan Poole has the most trade value. So if you were to trade anybody, like if you were like, let's trade somebody, Jordan Poole, I think, would make the most sense to trade because I think you'd get the most return just because of how good he is. And he's only 22, 23 years old. So he's only going to get better. And a team would probably sell the farm to get a guy like him. And then Andrew Wiggins, I think, is the most valuable player out of those three because the Warriors don't need a third splash brother. They need somebody like Andrew Wiggins who can guard the best player, can still give you 20 a night if you need it, but he's also okay being a third, fourth option. He's not so prideful and egotistical where he's like, I was a number one pick. I deserve to be this and that. No, he's totally fine being the third or fourth option. He completely reinvented his career going to the Warriors, and he won a championship. So it worked out for him.
And he's younger too.
Yeah, and he's young. So it's one of those things where it's like, I think if you had to make a decision between those three, I think you keep Wiggins, and then I think you keep Jordan Poole. If you were to keep two out of the three, I think you move off of Draymond. I do. I just think you move off of Draymond. Yeah, because I don't think you need him anymore. You have Kuminga. You have Kuminga now, who's the same size, who's younger, athletic, better skilled overall. He's a little raw because he's young, but you could develop. The only real concern, I guess, would be that Draymond runs their offense a lot. But Steve Kerr is a great coach. He'll be able to figure it out. It's not like Draymond's never missed a game or several games or whatever, and they're still fine without him. Or when he goes and sits on the bench and stuff, they're still fine without him. I think they'll be fine. And Draymond does provide a lot to that team, a lot of things that are really immeasurable. The
intangibles is what. Yeah, and I don't think that I don't know if you get away with letting him go. Not if you said Poole and what? Who you said Jordan Poole and
Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins.
I don't know. It's hard. It really is. But it's and that's a question for you. So how much do the intangibles weigh in this case? Because I actually believe in this case the intangibles weigh more than. I know you're not getting right now. You're not getting anything from Draymond. He has not averaged in the last 3 years. He's not averaged double digits.
Double.
Well, yeah, exactly. He's a single double. No, really. But I think the intangibles, like you said, the coaching, the glue, just that veteran. It's almost having I don't know. It's we got pops on the court. It's just
you need that bully. You need that guy. But the problem is it's starting to get out of hand. Right? Draymond has a history of just being a knucklehead. Now he goes and
just punches Jordan Poole in the face.
Yeah, and then he goes and punches Jordan Poole in the face. This is the problem. If this was a one-time thing, all right. Draymond, he doesn't have a history. Maybe something happened, but no, he's done this repeatedly. It's at some point you're not the same player you used to be. Yeah, your leadership and just being that dog is great and all. But you're not the only one in the history of the league that's been that guy. You're not the only one in the league currently that is still that guy. We don't.
Yeah.
the value you provide is not worth the money and the headache that you provide. And
Okay.
we're sooner or later you're gonna have to go in another direction anyway. Um, it's just I just think however you shake it, you're
Yeah.
best to just move off of him now, get something while you can, because
Yeah.
it's very likely, in a year or two, he will be untradeable. And
Yeah.
you still
How
have
many years do
Andre.
you give him left before he retires?
I think he still has 7 more years. He's not that old. He's like what 34, I think. So he could probably play until he's 36, 37. So he's probably got 3 more years, something like that. But like the thing is that like you still have guys like Andre Iguodala, that can
Yeah.
that can be. Oh, I guess he's 34. So like I said, he's got basically 3 to 4 more years, I think, of just like he's 32. So yeah, he's got basically like I said, 35 to 37. I think you'll start seeing him decline a little bit. But that's the
Would
thing
you take DeMarcus Cousins over him?
no. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins is he could. He's not what he used to be. Injuries, which sucks because he was.
It really does. He was a
Dude,
beast.
that dude was arguably the best center in the league. And just injuries. Who knows what that could have been? It sucks.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it's part of the game. I mean, but yeah, I just think Draymond still has value. A team would trade for him. Go trade him. Get something for him now. Run with the young guys. I think you could still win without him. I really do. I think this team and look at it like this. You'll probably get a bunch of assets. You'll probably not a bunch, but you'll get something reasonable for him. You already have a bunch of assets. If you need to, you have more than enough to go trade to go get another like young star or something like that if one becomes available.
Oh yeah.
So they're not going to be in trouble. And even if it is an impact,
now you're talking like a Tatum. I mean, I know we would have picked up like Tatum, but I know they would have picked up like a Tatum.
They have the asset. I mean, if Tatum, say Tatum was available, Golden State could.
Will they really do that though?
I mean, they could. Why not? I mean, if he was available, I mean, I don't think it would ever happen. But I'm saying like they have more than enough to pretty much get any player in the league if they were to become available. You know what I mean? Like even Giannis, like say for whatever reason, Giannis was like, I want to be traded. I don't want to be in Milwaukee anymore. I gave you a championship. The Warriors have young talent. They have assets. They have draft. They have everything. Everything. Like they could have, even the Kevin Durant sweepstakes, they could have put together the best package in the league to go get Kevin Durant. Like, which is insane.
That's true.
Like,
that's true.
So I mean, they could still put the best package together to go get another guy. So they're fine.
I think a center would be better for them versus another guard.
I'm just using it.
As an example. No, I get you.
If it was to come up, real quick, let's say hi to some people in the chat. See a couple things. I think we should go after Boogie. The problem with Boogie is that I don't see him ever playing.